A beautiful way to start a Sunday. Thank you, Barry. Greetings and welcome to Mount Vernon Unitarian Church. I'm Dave Keegan and I'm a member of this congregation. Before I go any further, another welcome. I'd like to welcome back an old friend to Mount Vernon Unitarian Church, the Reverend Dr. Rebekah Savage. She has honored us in the pulpit on a number of times before, and we are so grateful that she was willing to take a little bit of her summer break to come back for an encore. We're hoping, and I will tell you this, that maybe it won't be the last encore, but we'll get to that another time. Whether this is the first time you're with us or the 1,001st time, know that you are welcome here, and we are glad to have you. We are continuing to navigate how best to offer services in this time, and we're glad to be able to provide this forum, both in person and virtual, to find comfort and recommit ourselves to the mission of supporting one another in our spiritual journey, working for justice, caring for the earth, and building the common good. We gather to recommit ourselves to dismantling systems of oppression and justice. It is good to be together. One announcement, and that is that this morning at 11:30, after our regular worship service, MVUC member Brian McDonald will be reading from and signing copies of his new book entitled The Long Surrender, a memoir about losing my religion. I first met Brian when he came to this church, and he said, oh, we were both in Taiwan. He was a Baptist missionary in Taiwan. And he has a fascinating story to tell about how you go from being a Baptist missionary in Taiwan to being a member of a Unitarian Universalist church. It should be a fascinating discussion and a fascinating book. All are welcome. I'm told light snacks will be provided on the patio outside. Children are welcome in the service, but we do invite them to take religious education. That will be over in Holland Hall immediately after the time for all ages. They will be met out in the Commons and brought over to Holland Hall, and at the end of the service, parents can go over to Holland Hall to meet their children. Finally, please continue to look to your email, phones, website, as we continue to provide updates about service and other church happenings. And know that if you're ever in need, the church staff is an email or a phone call away. I invite you now to take a deep breath as we enter into this time of worship.
Thank you, Barry. That was delightful. Good morning, Mount Vernon. Good morning, folks online. Good morning, folks online. As Dave mentioned in that beautiful greeting, thank you. I am the Reverend Dr. Rebekah Savage, and I bring greetings from the congregation, your kin congregation I serve in Rockville, Maryland, on the unceded land of the people. I also bring greetings from the Reverend Dr. Kate at her installation in Pittsburgh in May. Our opening words come from Katie Kandarian Morris, hoping, trusting for so many things. But since you're standing there, I'll do the chalice lighting first. We light our flaming chalice to illuminate this world that we seek. In our search for truth, may we be just. In our search for justice, may we be loving. And in loving, may we find peace. Hoping, trusting for so many things. We have come into this sacred space. Readiness, trusting for so many things, for union, for inspiration, for information, all of who we are. So let us be willing. Let us be willing, however we are changed. Our opening hymn this morning is number 188 in your gray hymnal, Come You Are. I invite you to rise in body or spirit, and if you're joining us online, please do sing along.
I'm Linda Davidson. I just want to explain it as a round, but your part is just to sing it. The first time the choir will sing with you. The second time they're going to hang back, and then they're going to be the second part of the round. So, and it'll all work out as long as you just sing it 3 times through. Thank you.
Please remain standing, or stand again, as we unite our voices to say aloud the covenant of our community. These words are both known within our heart and are on the order of service. Love is the teaching of this church. The quest of truth is its daily task, and service is its prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, to serve life in community, to the end that all souls shall grow in harmony. This is our covenant with each and with all. Yes, the mic is working. Good morning. If any of the younger members would like up and listen a little bit closer. Now, come on. You can sit up. You can sit on. I'm going to sit on the steps because it's easier for me. You're welcome to climb up on the steps or a shopping bag. This is a recycling bag. It's actually my belief bag. And it's good that it's since I tend to have this soon after we start. Okay? We pick up beliefs and ideas about people and animals and even our families. Okay? We collect ideas about the stars and the comets. Maybe we make up stories about how it all started. About good and bad, right and wrong, what's healthy and what's unhealthy. And we figure out what's important in life. So you're fine under there as long as you don't stand up, okay? All of these beliefs, which we get from our parents and our sisters and brothers and our playmates, maybe from TV, maybe from Sunday school, they all go into our belief bag. And here's my belief bag. Okay? Now, most religions define themselves by what they believe or by what they have inside their belief bag. So I'll show you what I have in my belief bag. Oh well. The first thing I have in my belief bag is a pet raccoon, okay? But there are other things in my belief bag. If you're a Muslim, perhaps you believe in Muhammad and Allah and the Quran. Okay. If you're Chinese, maybe you believe in Confucius and the Analects and his teachings about ethics and fair play. If you're a Christian, you believe in Jesus, in Christ, and in what's taught in the Bible, okay? And all of these things go into your belief bag. And so I'm going to put everything back in my belief bag, including the raccoon for the moment, okay? And by the way, there are Baptists too. But Brian's going to talk afterwards about what Baptists believe, so I'm going to leave that part to him. But Unitarian Universalists, we don't, yes? Why do I have the raccoon? Because I think when my oldest son, Daniel, was a little boy, the first thing he believed was a raccoon. Monkey. It still has opposed ideas. You don't want to. They've got their world wrapped in a package. And maybe because they're bad closed, we could call them closed-minded as closed bad. On the other hand, it's the opposite. Their bag by their side, they leave it wide open. I think I'm going to leave this bag next to you, if I may. And things on the TV. And then there are who carry the bag, fair play and behaviors and believing in the environment. But you know what? I'd like to give them. We can pull it out of our bag and share it with them. And the other thing is we can to each other. And go out. Thank you. We come now to the offertory. Church continues to share the plate you, our members, have chosen. During the first part of July, offering is being shared with the Faith Alliance for Climate Action. And I didn't know much about this organization, so I'm going to share some for climate action.